everyone, it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and today I am super excited because we are walking through a brand new Erin Condren layout. It is the compact vertical in the 7x9 size. So it already came out in the A5 size a couple of years back, and I played around with it pretty much for most of the first full year. I purchased one, loved it. I purchased another one, didn't use it nearly as much because I was starting to dabble with other planners. You guys know I like a lot of different planners. I don't stay in anything for super long periods of time, but it's one of the planners I have stayed in the longest, and I was super excited that they came out with a 7x9 size because it just gives you so much more room to work with. And we're gonna walk through it today, just, cover to cover, talk about the ins and outs, talk about the tabs. I also got the new Sunrise coil, which I did discuss in my EC launch date order video. I did talk about the color, but we're going to talk about it in this video as well and just discuss all of it. I did get the bold blooms because I am a colorful tabs hater, only in the Erin Condren colorful tabs. I love it when they're like in rainbow order or they have these like unique color combos. I don't love the standard colorful tabs. I'm a standard colorful tabs hater. I would love for them to redo it someday because they use like a rainbow. I don't have one handy, but they use a rainbow across various pages. Like the sampler book has a rainbow across it. I was like, why are those not the tab colors? I want those tab colors in those orders. It's just like crazy making for me to be like, oh, you're so close. You're so close to the perfection color combo. And then use the same dang rainbow like randomness colors on the colorful tabs. I'm a hater on it. I get more heated about it the more I think about it when I see them using other awesome color combos and like, they know how to make really beautiful color combos and then they refuse to change those dang tabs. I'm just waiting for them to redo it. I know people will like revolt. People will start freaking out a lot because all the monthly stickers match the Erin Condren tabs. I don't have a problem with any individual color. I just have a problem with how they're ordered and like the colors on the side of my planner. It looks all wonky to me. I'm ranting too much about tabs. You guys know how I feel about the tabs, so let's move on. We'll go ahead and stop this rant now before I get too heated, but I am super excited about this layout, so I have an idea of how I plan on possibly using this layout. I'm gonna just start playing around with it. Mine doesn't kick in till July 1st, and I just got a year's worth, so if this is something that sticks, I will definitely be purchasing another one of these, but I'm gonna play around with this and use it as 8 sections, and I'll talk about it more in this video. I'll give you guys some examples and show you guys what I'm thinking as far as this. And the other thing I'm thinking also is just using it as a to-do listing planner. I right now use an A6 Hobonichi Hone. It's like a teeny tiny little Tomoe River paper planner and I really enjoyed that, but I also just love the EC paper too, so it would be another viable option for me to just have a messy, down and dirty to-do list. One thing I will say about the smaller book, it's easier to carry with me, and also I get a full fresh page every day, whereas this one I would have the page for multiple days. I'm trying to flip to one of the weekly spreads, so I'd have like 4 days on one side, 3 days on the other side if I were to use this as my daily to-do listing, but I love the paper. I love the size of the lines, so I can write real nice and big, so it's definitely a viable option for me as far as a to-do listing planner. I'm just really excited about this one. Seeing it in a bigger form factor is really, really nice. I'll leave affiliate links down below for you guys. I also have a new customer coupon if you want to check it out. You can also just like and subscribe this video and it helps me grow this channel. It shows me that you're here supporting me and cheering me on, so I really appreciate that, even if you don't purchase any EC stuff. So thank you for any way you support this channel, but let's go ahead and hop into a new camera angle. We'll walk through this book basically page by page and see all the colors. I'm very excited about this one, so let's go ahead and jump on in. So we are talking compact vertical today. I'm sitting down in my chair. So the cool thing about the life planners is it doesn't matter what cover you want, you can change your insides. So basically you pick out whatever cover you want and it will say like weekly life planner or daily duo or A5 life planner, that sort of thing. So you know what planner option you're picking as far as sizing and things, and also daily versus weekly. But you start with your cover choice and then you get options to customize your cover, and then you get the options of how you want your inside of your planner to be. And right now they have July and August or calendar year January start. They will change those options as it gets closer to the calendar year, but for now you can get that, and you also get the option to make an 18-month calendar. I think it's a $5 extra charge. I just did a 12-month on this compact vertical because I don't know how much I'm actually going to be using this one on a weekly or day-to-day basis, so this is just one I'm going to play around with. It's not set in stone in my planner stack. I have the hourly and also the daily duo in my stack, so I'm trying to maybe squeeze this one in or play around with this one a little bit, but I did end up choosing the Evolve cover with the bold blooms insides, so that was just something you can do. You don't have to have bold blooms cover and bold blooms inside. You could do the whatever cover you want with whatever inside patterns you want. So that's what I did. I also got the sunrise coil. I did talk about this in my launch haul video because I did purchase this with my own money, and I really like the sunrise coil. I didn't think I would like it nearly as much, so I am actually glad I got it and got it in my own hands. So it goes from like a purpley pink to a more corally, kind of like blushy orange, and then a brassy gold at the end. So it's 3 different colors on one coil, which is really fun. I am still in my Franken cleaner with last year's coil, and this one is no longer available, but this is just my unicorn. I love, these are my colors, these are my jams, so I will recoil this one onto various planners until it gives out on me. Like over time they will crack and break at the ends if you keep opening and closing them, but I'm gonna hold on to this coil for as long as possible. But the sunrise one, I'm not gonna lie, the sunrise one is really pretty too, and it is definitely growing on me. It is just not my like favorite 3 colors, but it is still really pretty. And I think it goes really, really well with this cover. Maybe not so much the bold cover. That's kind of what I wanted to see. Actually, it does. It picks up the hues in these colors pretty well. So actually it does work really well with the bolt blooms. And of course it will work with lots of different things, anything that coordinates with that. But I'm actually kind of surprised how much it works with this cover because I wasn't sure. I was thinking about getting it for my launch box because we did have options. I went ahead and got rose gold because I thought it would really pick up those rosy tones. But it actually looks really good. So I may end up playing around with that cover on here as well, but I did get the metallic evolve cover. It just looks really pretty. I did customize it with my name. And as far as the contents, it is the bold blooms contents. I've walked through the bold blooms tabs and colors in various videos. So if you've seen that, this is going to be a little bit repetitive. I will also walk through those in this video. There are 6 changing colors, so you get the same repeats. This one goes July to July, but the July tab and the January tab are the same. So every 6 months, your pattern is going to start over. So we've got the pinky color, the marigold, I think it's more like a mustardy color, then like the greigey purple, then the actual heather purple, and they just repeat the same 6 colors over and over, but the tabs are a little bit different, the quote changes. So I will walk through all of those. Let's look at the compact vertical layout. I do have an A5 to compare it to. They didn't change anything about the actual layout itself. If you get the bold blooms, you get the scripty font. If you get the canvas or the evolve, it is more of the block lettering font, which is different. It doesn't look as like floral and flowy. This is an older year. Oop, nope, that's not it. This is actually a 2022-2023, so it is a little bit older, but the same exact layout. Now the florals do not carry over, which is something I loved about Flora, and then in Bloom they carried the design over week to week, and that was just such a lovely thing. But people didn't like that they couldn't just easily cover it up. They wanted the muted colors, they wanted the scriptier fonts, but they didn't want the pattern every week, which I was a little bit disappointed they got rid of it. So it is more of a clean look, and you can add whatever decorations you want. But here is just a look at the different size comparison. If you want wider columns, the 7x9 is a little bit wider, and also the lines, you get a couple of extra lines. It looks like you get like 1 or 2 extra lines in here, and otherwise it's basically the same, you know, the same layout design. You get the weekly grid pages with the lines. You get this extra notes section that's unlined in the new size. You also get the mini calendar, which I wish they would get rid of it because it is a little bit awkward on this layout. It blocks a little bit of the space. It's just taking up a little bit of space, and I don't love it on this layout. It makes sense when there's like a side column, but for this one, I feel like it's a little bit awkward. So I would still hope that they would eventually get rid of that on this layout. They got rid of it on the Daily Duo. Now this is the next one, like get rid of it on the compact vertical. But you will see, as far as the design goes, the only pop of color are these bars, and it depends on whatever tab color you have. So like this one's marigold, the bars are marigold. And like this one's the purpley color, you get the purpley grayish color on the bars. This is the only place on the weekly spread that you get color. So on the canvas, it's a light gray bar, so everything's completely neutral. And then on the Evolve, you get the brighter colors with the brighter bars. The monthly and the dashboard is all the same as all the other planners that I walked through, but we're gonna walk through everything real quick. You get the asterisk vellum. You get your contact page, so you write your info in case you lose it. It's helpful so people can return it to you. You get this full color print, which is beautiful on the actual calendar tab. And then you get your month at a glance. So these are great for dot penning and color coding various things like paydays. If you've got kids, school days, vacation days, anniversaries, birthdays, all that stuff, you can color code with dot pens or little transparent dot stickers to make that look really functional and helpful. And then you get this 12 grid box. These used to be labeled monthly, so there's one for every month, but you can use these however you want. You can use them as quarterly goals or various yearly goals, or you can use them as like upcoming things for each month. You can really divvy this up however you want. And then you get a lined page and you hop into your months. So the months are going to be set up the exact same way every month. You get your tabbed page, and this is a little bit thicker of a page. You move right into your calendar, and with the bold blooms, you get a lot of color on this page with the side column. These are always Sunday start, and you get your holidays down at the bottoms of each thing centered, so it's very discreet. You can use them if you want, but it's so little that you can ignore them also if you want to. Then you move into your dashboard page, so you get this dashboard page. The color is behind the pattern, so it is a little bit hard to cover up in this particular colorway. If you want to cover it up, I would recommend getting canvas for that, so that it's a little bit more basic, but you get various different boxes. You can title these however you want. You get one that's completely blank, you get some checklists, some lines, and then some dot grid down at the bottom. And then you also get a lined page before you start your month. You can make this more of a monthly goals situation or upcoming events, future planning for the month. And then you move in right to your weeklies. We've already talked about the compact vertical. The bars change, and I'll show you a week that has 2 months in it because the bars will change in the middle of that week. I'll see if I can find one. Yeah, so here, like the new month starts on a Thursday, so you get the rest of the month in the same color as the month tab, and then you move into the new color. So the marigold starts here on the first of the month. That way you have your whole week together, and you just have that little subtle color change on that. So most of the weeks are going to be the same color the entire week, except those split month weeks. So you move into the end, you get your lined page, and you move into your next month. So you have your monthly, your dashboard, lined page, all your weeks, lined page, new tab. They all work like that. So we'll walk through the tabs themselves. There will be 2 months with the same color and same pattern, but the quotes will be different on the page. So we're gonna just look real quick. This one says, courage permits your space to explore, and this one says, purpose fuels passion. So it's just the same pattern, different quote, one when you have that repeat color scheme. So we'll walk through. You already saw July. It's like the pinkish color. And then you got marigold, more of like the grayish color for September. October is the purple heather, which is beautiful. I have a cover of this. I thought it was gorgeous. And then November is the aqua. December is the mossy, kind of sagey color, and then you're back to the pink, which just changes the quote. The coloring is all the same for the next 6 months. And then because this one's academic, it goes July through July. And even because there's 2 different Julys, you get a different quote. Embrace all that is you. And this one says, you don't have to be anything but yourself. And I'm going to see if it copies for January. This one's, again, different. Don't wish for it, work for it. So they did end up giving you a different quote, even for the 3rd pink month. They're all 3 different. So when you're moving to the very end of the year, we'll see how July falls here, which is interesting. So it does give you that extra month, but it doesn't give you the full month. It gives you to July 27th in there. So you'll have to get a new planner by then, but the new planners kick in July 1st if you go academic year. So this is all just kind of overlap to get you through to the next planner. Then you have your lined page, your notes tab, a couple of little notes pages in there, and then heritage and awareness observances. So these are other holidays that you can add into your planner. It gives you the dates on the side there. You also have a contact page, and then your future planning. And I really, really like the way this layout is done because you get your full month calendar so you can see when things are, and you get 3 spaces for upcoming birthdays or vacations. Like we have had a Disney cruise planned for nearly a year. It's just one of those things that you book way ahead in advance. So that's kind of something that you would put on something like this, or if you're invited to a wedding, it's important to have those as future planning. So it gives you plenty of room to keep track of those things before your new planners kick in. And this gives you future planning all the way through December 2026, which is wild to think, all the way to 2026. Then you get social media information with another color page, which I think is gorgeous when they have these full color pages. And then you get stickers. So these 4 stickers are the same stickers you get throughout all of the Bold Blooms planners. They're just the same stickers in the 7x9 size. The A5s are a little bit different, but if you want more of these stickers, you can buy a 4-pack of these that aren't bound, like this one's bound into the book. You can buy additional sheets of these as a 4-pack. So we'll walk through. They have some foiling on them. They're very functional and basic and gorgeous. They just match the theme. I think they're beautiful. And then these are little vertical boxes. Super cute. I guess they're horizontal stickers for vertical columns. That's how I meant that. And then you get your little pocket in the back. You always get a perpetual calendar and then some coupons, which I'm covering up. I'm trying to cover up my coupons. You get these cute little contact cards. I use these to hand out gifts and like little gift tags and things. And then you get your perpetual calendar. I've talked about this. It's just where you can keep track of anniversaries and birthdays or anything that's going to be on your calendar the same day every year. You can fill this out and then you can flip to this when you're planning your months out. So it's really helpful to have that. And then the little goodies in there, you get 2 20% off coupons to use throughout the year, which is helpful for your next planner purchase. And that is it, just back cover, and that is it. So that is walking you through the compact vertical. I just love this design. I did end up using the A5 size when it came out. I used it for months and months, and it's been one of my favorites to use. I'm excited to have the bigger size now. So as far as my thoughts for this, I think it's a great to-do listing type of planner. So I have a Hobonichi Hone that I've been using. I just like keep track of all sorts of things in here. I have messy notes. It doesn't really matter how this one looks, but I'm thinking moving forward, this would be a great to-do listing planner because you can leave it open onto whatever page you're on and just make your to-do list, check things off as you go, and then move on to your next to-do list. And that's really easy when you have things that carry over, because sometimes you don't get all your to-do listing stuff done. You can still see the rest of the week. So I feel like that's a really easy way to be able to still catch up with things without having to copy them over on every daily page. I like that you can catch up if you need to catch up on things, because, you know, not all days go exactly according to plan. I know I'm very guilty of putting tons on my to-do list and then not getting to all of it. Like I way overdo the to-do listing. So it's nice to be able to carry it over from day to day. So moving forward, I could totally see this as a to-do listing planner for me. I also like the idea of using this for like a weekly goal setting. I would get rid of the actual days and put different categories as goal setting. So I think that would be a really viable option for this as well. And I love the wider columns because it gives me more room to write. I really have trouble with the vertical columns because I can only write like 1 or 2 words per line. Whereas this, I can write a full-on like long to-do listing thing on here, which is very helpful. So I all in all just love this design. I love how easy and streamlined it looks. I love the little pops of color. I specifically love the bold blooms and the scripty fonts that they use. It's just a gorgeous planner. So I wanted to share it with you guys, and I'm super excited to be able to show the coil and talk about it a little bit more with you guys. If you're interested in anything Erin Condren, I would love it if you use my affiliate links. It doesn't change anything on your guys' end, but it helps me grow this channel. It helps me get more products to review when I get that little percentage of each sale that I bring, and I really appreciate when you use those links. So please use those if you found this video helpful. And if you have any questions about this design or other Erin Condren goodies, let me know in the comments down below. And I would love it if you would answer the question of the day. The question of the day is, which layout do you like the best from Erin Condren? They have so many different layout options. I would love to know which one is your favorite. So let me know in the comments down below. And that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the compact vertical. I did order some teacher planners, which I've never ordered teacher planners before. I've not really ever looked at them very much because I'm not a teacher, but I have so many ideas. Like as soon as I saw some of these layouts, I was like, oh my gosh, I could use this for this and this and this. So I will have a teacher planner video coming up very soon for you guys. And it's going to be how to use your teacher planner when you're not a teacher. So I hope you guys will enjoy that as well. I'll be looking for that. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow me along, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.